Praise Pathways presents Unlocking the Heartfelt Message of Philemon, a Guide. The book of Philemon stands out in the New Testament as a deeply personal letter penned by Paul during his imprisonment. Through it, he addresses a sensitive matter involving two Christians, navigating the complexities of their relationship with grace and wisdom. Philemon, the recipient of the letter, was a wealthy individual and a leader within the church at Colossae. His social status and influence in the community are underscored, setting the stage for the narrative that unfolds. Onesimus, in contrast, was Philemon's slave, who had fled from his master, marking the beginning of this intriguing story. The turn of events leads Onesimus to cross paths with Paul while in prison. This encounter is transformative for Onesimus, who converts to Christianity under Paul's guidance. His spiritual rebirth marks a pivotal moment in the narrative, reshaping his destiny and the nature of his relationship with Philemon. Recognizing the profound change in Onesimus, Paul makes a decisive move. Instead of keeping Onesimus by his side, he opts to send him back to Philemon. This decision is not made lightly, as it involves returning Onesimus to the place from which he fled, but now under entirely different circumstances. Paul's letter to Philemon serves a specific and heartfelt purpose. He appeals to Philemon not merely to forgive Onesimus, but to welcome him back as a brother in Christ. This request embodies the core message of the letter, urging Philemon to see Onesimus in a new light, transformed by faith and brotherhood. The tone of Paul's letter to Philemon is notably warm, personal, and tactful. This approach underscores Paul's deep care and concern for both Philemon and Onesimus, reflecting a heartfelt effort to resolve the delicate situation between them with grace. Paul's decision to send Onesimus back to Philemon, despite the transformation and bond formed in prison, is a testament to his integrity and respect for Philemon's rights. This action sets the stage for a deeper appeal to Philemon's Christian values and spirit of forgiveness. The purpose of the letter transcends a simple request for forgiveness. Paul appeals to Philemon to welcome Onesimus not merely as a returning slave, but as a brother in Christ. This request marks a profound call for social and spiritual transformation within their relationship. By adopting a tone that is both warm and persuasive, Paul effectively communicates the powerful message of the gospel's impact on social relationships. He highlights how Christian faith can turn traditional social structures, like that of a slave and master, into a bond of brotherhood. Paul's plea for reconciliation is rooted not in legal obligation but in the power of love. He gently nudges Philemon to not only forgive Onesimus but to forge a new, Christian bond that reflects the teachings and essence of their shared faith. The challenge laid before Philemon was not trivial. It was a call to embody Christian love and forgiveness in a manner most radical for his time. He was asked to not only forgive Onesimus, a runaway slave, but to welcome him back as a brother in Christ. This request pushed the boundaries of societal norms and personal pride, setting a profound example of what it means to live out one's faith in everyday relationships. The significance of Paul's letter to Philemon extends far beyond its historical context, offering timeless lessons on forgiveness and reconciliation. It serves as a powerful reminder of the gospel's transformative power, capable of changing hearts and overturning entrenched social divisions. Through this personal correspondence, believers are taught the value of extending grace and forging unity, even in situations that seem irreconcilable. In stepping into the role of a mediator, Paul underscores the importance of intermediaries in the process of reconciliation. His intervention on behalf of Onesimus illustrates how Christians are called to be agents of peace, actively seeking to mend broken relationships. This act of mediation goes beyond mere advocacy, reflecting a deeply rooted commitment to restoring community and fellowship. The letter to Philemon subtly critiques the prevailing social structures of the time, particularly the institution of slavery. By advocating for Onesimus's return not as a slave but as a brother, Paul challenges the norms of Roman society and, by extension, calls for a reevaluation of social hierarchies. This implicit criticism invites readers to consider the impact of the gospel on societal norms and institutions. Paul's personal appeal to Philemon, leveraging their relationship, showcases a tactful yet powerful approach to persuasion. Instead of commanding Philemon to act, Paul appeals to their shared history and mutual respect. This strategy not only exemplifies wisdom but also reinforces the notion that genuine change is best inspired through love and respect, rather than obligation. Paul expresses a hopeful anticipation of visiting Philemon, adding a layer of urgency and expectation to his appeal. This hope for a personal reunion underscores the sincerity of Paul's request and his desire to witness the fruits of reconciliation firsthand. By involving not just Philemon but the entire house church in the letter, Paul ensures that the message of forgiveness and unity is shared communally. This approach fosters a collective responsibility towards reconciliation and strengthens the bonds within the Christian community. Paul's unique focus on a specific personal issue within the letter to Philemon sets it apart from his other epistles. This focus on a singular, intimate matter reveals the depth of early Christian community concerns and the personal attention they received. In dealing with the conflict between Philemon and Onesimus, Paul showcases exemplary Christian leadership. His approach, filled with wisdom and love, serves as a model for leaders in navigating disputes, emphasizing the power of gentle persuasion over authoritative commands. The impact of Paul's letter on Philemon, while not explicitly documented in the Bible, is hinted at by the very preservation of the letter itself. Its existence suggests that Philemon responded positively, embodying the Christian ideals of love and forgiveness Paul advocated for. The impact on Philemon, while not explicitly recorded in the Bible, can be inferred from the very preservation of this letter. Its inclusion in the biblical canon suggests that Philemon's response was likely positive, embodying the Christian ideals of forgiveness and transformation. This act of preserving the letter serves as a testament to the power of Paul's appeal and the broader acceptance of its principles within the early Christian community. Philemon stands as a powerful and concise letter that transcends its immediate context to teach timeless lessons on love, forgiveness, and the Christian way of life. Through its personal narrative and Paul's persuasive appeal, it offers profound insights into how Christians are called to live out their faith in their relationships and communities, emphasizing the transformative power of the gospel in reconciling and uniting individuals across societal divides. If you believe in the positive impact we're striving for, share this video with friends, family, or anyone you think might resonate with our message. Let's grow this community together.